Hi friends, my name is Bobby Tschoepe and I play 4 in Magik Theatre's production of Snow White. But I don't just play 4. I also play all 7 dwarves and a host of other characters that brings the total amount of roles I portray to 14 different people. I wanted to introduce you to my dwarf friends and be able to let you get to know them a little bit better. So let's hear from them.
All right, I was told someone was going to ask me some questions.
Yes.
Let's go.
Yes, okay. We'll get right to it, one. What is your favorite thing about your family?
My favorite thing about my family? Probably when they leave me alone.
Okay, and what is it that you like to do for fun?
Fun? Chop wood, I guess. Are we done here? I'm leaving.
2?
What? What's going on? What's going on?
We're ready for your interview now.
Oh, my interview? Okay, where do I sit, in this chair?
Yes, that
okay,
chair.
Okay.
We just cleaned it.
Okay, good.
So,
Hi.
I just had a couple questions.
Okay.
If you could have any superpower what would it be?
Superpower. Well, I probably would want to be invisible. That way, whenever I got scared, I could just disappear and no one would see me. Or maybe I could also maybe have super strength. Because if I had super strength, then I could beat up anybody who scares me.
And what is your favorite dinosaur?
What's a dinosaur? Dinosaur, real life. Where was the dinosaur? They didn't say there were gonna be dinosaurs.
Excuse me. 3?
What? What's going on?
We're interviewing you.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well, if you could just tell me, what is your favorite time of year?
My favorite time of year is probably winter, because I could just sleep all day long, and it's cold, and it's nice to curl up under your blankets.
That makes sense. Also, 3, can you describe your dream vacation?
Dream? I had a dream once, but I've slept since then.
Hi, 4.
Hi there.
If you could travel anywhere in the world, where would you go?
Wow, well, I've never left the forest before, so it might be fun to go somewhere I've never been before, like maybe a beach or a desert, somewhere that's really different.
4, what is your favorite dessert?
Favorite dessert? Well, I have to say that Snow White and 6 make a really mean gooseberry pie with an acorn crust. Hits the spot. Is it my turn for the interview? Is it my turn? Oh, this is my chair that I sit in. Oh, yay, I'm so excited. Okay, what's my first question?
Okay, 5. What is your favorite food?
My favorite food? Well, I love food, but I especially love pancakes, and pancakes with berries and chocolate sauce are the best.
5, what is your favorite holiday and why?
My favorite holiday? Well, I love surprises and I love presents. So probably my favorite holiday would be either my birthday or Christmas, because there's lots of fun things that we do at our birthdays and at Christmas, and there's always presents. I hear something. Is there a dance party? Where's the dance party? Is this where I sit for the interview?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful.
Welcome, 6.
Hello.
Now, 6, what is your favorite book?
My favorite book? Well, firstly, my favoriteest book would probably be the dictionary. Secondly, the thesaurus. And thirdly, not Grimm's Book of Fairy Tales. They're sometimes a little scary and keep me up at night.
And 6, what is something that you're good at?
Something I'm good at? Well, firstly, I'm good at gardening. Secondly, I'm very good at arranging flowers that I grow in my garden. Thirdly, I'm a very good cook because I like to follow recipes. Fourthly, I like to knit. And fifthly, I'm good at making lists.
Oh, it's nice to sit down after a long day in the mines.
Yes. Hey, 7.
Yes.
So what do you like best about the other dwarves?
Like best about the other dwarves? Well, they all have their own individual personalities, and it's so fun to be able to see them do their own thing.
And 7, what is your favorite animal?
My favorite animal? Well, that would probably have to be the owl, because it's old and wise, like me.
And Seven, one more question. How old are you?
Oh, listen, I think I hear the dwarves calling for me.
I have a question for all of the dwarves. What is your favorite thing about Snow White?
Snow White?
What about Snow White?
Yeah, what do we think of her?
Well, firstly, I think that she's very sweet. Secondly, she has the prettiest hair. She loves to dance, and it's so much fun to be able to dance with her. And she tells me the best knock-knock jokes. She's like a sister to us, and we're so glad that she's around.
We get to take care of her, and now she's a part of our family.
Hey Bobby, can you tell us a bit about how you created the distinction between each dwarf character?
Yeah, so I love how when we create characters as actors, some of that work is done on our own, but some of it's also collaboration. And we get a lot of information from the script as well. So the playwright, Greg Banks, had some information about the dwarves and kind of gave some little indications of personality, but it was up to me as a performer and us as a team of actors and directors to be able to come up with the particular ways that we were going to present our characters. It's fun to be able to play with different voices and try to understand maybe how a character is going to physically hold themselves, especially when you're portraying 7 characters with only the aid of a hat and your body to be able to create all of those different roles. And so it's really fun to be able to look at the lines, be able to think about what these characters are saying throughout the course of the show, and understand this is how I want to be able to bring that to life based off of the information that I see in the script and my own personal take as an actor that I can add to what has been given to me on the page. So one of the things we had to play with in rehearsal was how are we going to utilize a single ball cap to be able to demonstrate all these different characters. And so
One has his hat backwards because he's a little rougher, his voice is a little bit lower and more gravelly,
and that's also because he's written in the script as kind of the grumpy character. Out of necessity, we kind of determined that 2 was going to have his hat to the side because it made it easy for us to kind of have that childish kind of look, and also he's just really fearful. So for me to be able to kind of nervously play with my hands was a way for me to physically bring that to the role. His pace and his speech is a little bit faster. He stutters a little bit because he can't get the words out because his brain is moving so fast. 3, of course,
Is just very tired.
and so we kind of have the hat over his eyes so that he looks like he's falling asleep all the time. 4 is how I wear the hat throughout the show for the majority of the time, just because it's kind of the normal way that you would wear a baseball cap. And for me, 4 is kind of like the everyman. He's kind of the more normal of all the dwarves and kind of is the most similar to me in that he's just fun-loving. He's a little more level-headed, but also like feels all the things that the dwarves are feeling and seeing. 5 is very excitable. He's very happy. He loves a good knock-knock joke. And so as a result, he also has a little more energy. His voice is a little higher. He loves to laugh. And his hat is tilted a little bit farther back so we can once again have a little more openness on the face. And I try to not have it fall off during the show. 6 helps once again just determine another character. 6, his voice is kind of a little bit like the Mad Hatter. And that's because he is kind of he's a thinker, and he also is kind of one of those more thoughtful characters. And so for me, it was fun to be able to bring kind of a more humorous voice to a more thoughtful and serious character by using a voice that's maybe not what you would expect from someone who's supposed to be very smart and think things through. For 7, we actually thought for a long time, how are we going to figure out how we're going to use 7 with a hat on a head? We already have all these positions. How are we going to make this different? And one day during rehearsal, we were playing around, and I had the hat folded, and I put it in front of my face, and I was like, this is almost kind of like a beard. And so now, 7, instead of wearing the hat on his head, is something that I hold in front of my face, so we kind of have this beard look. 7 is the oldest, so he has to have an older voice. He moves a little slower, and he's a much more thoughtful character. So that gives you a little idea of what it takes to be able to create 7 different characters using one hat and yourself.